If you're honest, LinkedIn feels like this. You know you should post, but you've no time. You're worried about sounding silly, and the pipeline swings from feast to famine. You don't want to spam people. You want to be seen as a trusted expert without spending your evenings wrestling with a blank page. Maestro turns expertise into calm, consistent visibility. You show up as the authority in your niche. The right people comment and message you. Conversations turn warm, deal cycles shorten, and you feel proud of what you publish. With Maestro, AI handles the heavy lifting. Our account managers ensure things are accurate, but your voice leads the way. So, how do you get to this level of consistent engagement? To have conversations with your ideal customers every single day. Let's start with that blank page. The fear of posting something generic or worse, just silly. Maestro gives you a simple rhythm and point of view, consistency without burnout, authority without the hard sell. Let's start with the post creator. The first thing you notice is that Maestro will have gathered information during the onboarding about what you sell, who you sell to, and the problems you fix, the pain points you solve. This is what drives the posts that it will generate. Of course, you can edit it, change it, add new topics. I encourage you to give feedback to make it more and more sound like you. That then generates the posting schedule. So you can choose on a particular day, you can post it whichever day you want. And you can say, right, on a Wednesday, I want to tell a short story that is conversational, short, and yeah, I'll use emojis. Some people like them, some people don't. And what you're ending up with then is a content calendar. You can see the posts coming up and the posts that have been previously generated. You want to check it? No problem. You can click edit. You can say, well, you know what? I think this is a bit too long. Let's make it shorter. And mm, let's remove the emojis. No problem. Generate now. If you want to add some pictures or videos or a carousel, you can easily do so here. You want to change the language? That's absolutely fine. But you want something short just to say, I want it shorter. There you go. Job done. Hit save and you're ready to move on. We want your posts to sound just like you. And very quickly, with a bit of feedback and some conversations with your account manager, they will. But just having posts go up without the right people in your network is like shouting into the void. It's not on its own going to start conversations. The network builder helps you get in front of those people you need to speak with to grow your business, whether they be prospective clients, partners, investors, or employees. Let's now look at the network builder. Once a month, or whenever you need it really, you and your account manager will discuss who you want to speak to. And let's say for this month, you say, I want to build my network with people in London who work in the retail industry and are in the marketing team. And, but let's say they deal with SEO. So that's in their profile. So Maestro is going to search through LinkedIn to find a list of people that fit this criteria, and you can then build your network. So it's found 1,000 people here. You can send a connection request message if you like. We don't recommend it. And then Maestro is going to give you some suggested messages. Again, this is the AI doing work, but of course, the humans are going to make sure it's all accurate. So, this is where you and your account manager will take the time to really make sure the right message is going to, the people you want it to, and it feels like you. You want to add a follow up? Of course, just do that. Again, Maestro will draft it. We don't recommend you go too many, but sure, maybe in a few days, a little nudge. So, you've done the introduction and maybe a follow up, but we all know that's not enough to get conversations going. They need to get to know you, to trust you. From what I see, there seems to be an understanding that you need 4 to 6 touches before someone will engage. But people think they could do that super fast. If you ask me if I need a new website today, the answer for me is no. If you ask me in 3 days' time, the answer is still going to be no. 7 days, 10 days, no matter how much bubbling up your message or asking for a 5 minute call, you do. But I might need one in 6 months. The key is to nurture connections over the long term. And when the time is right for them, they'll reply. This is how Maestro handles that. Maestro's mail shop helps you nurture your existing connections. Get in touch with them once in a while, once a month or so, and share something interesting, educational. This is going to start the conversations that will lead to some opportunities. First thing you do is you filter your connections by the people you want to speak to. So let's say, for example, I only want to speak to the founders I know in London. And what I want to share with them could be an invite to an event I'm doing, an article I've written, or a third party um, article, something like that. Whatever it is, it's going to hopefully educate them. What we're going to do is we're going to ask Maestro to summarize an article as part of a message. Yeah? Um, Message to my connections. And in this instance, I'm going to paste in a link to a Gartner webinar, and it's going to go to 229 connections. The system's now going to go around and read that article, put in a summary, and just say, hey, look, this article is obviously about SEO versus AEO, and you're going to have a few different options to choose from. You want to sell by teaching. Let them ask you for the call. So if you're ready to replace guesswork with a calm, repeatable system, content, network, and outreach that actually feels like you, try Maestro. Book a call with us to find out more.